What's up, man? It's your boy Big Bro Lowkey. You know I'm about having cash, right? I'm coming to you, man, today about something I think we all should know about. Crypto. Either get in early and get it in, or get in late and feel left out. But either way it go, you gon' get in.
Here's what's going to happen. Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. And this is the tragedy that will play out. Poor people that don't understand the principles of wealth will miss out the first time because they're not following it and because it's uninteresting. And then it will be very high priced and look intimidating. Those same people will then avoid investing in it because of something called unit bias, which makes us want to buy things that appear cheaper even when they're not as useful or valuable because it seems like a better deal. Because of the high price of Bitcoin, people with unit bias, poor people, will avoid it. But wealthy people who understand will begin investing at this point. And then the price of Bitcoin will go up astronomically again. And those wealthy people will get wealthier. And the poor people will get very angry and feel cheated. There are many situations where poor people are taken advantage of. This will not be one of them. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to educate yourself. If you have enough money for a Starbucks, you have enough money to buy Bitcoin and learn something about it. I think it's worth learning about.
Crypto isn't just an investment vehicle. You know how the internet completely changed the entire world? Well, crypto is going to change the world even more than the internet.
I see this all over the place, and young people, old people are all getting into something called cryptocurrency. Did God show you anything about that?
Yeah, he absolutely did. And I write about this in my new book, Prophetic Forecast. The Lord said to me that cryptocurrency would become the wave of the future. And I saw a new monetary system come out of it. So don't be rattled if in, the next couple of years, it seems like things go down. It's out of that system. The Lord's going to birth something new. And I saw the money changing, literally the way that we use money, the way that we interact with money. I saw it change completely. And so we're going to be dealing with more of a digital world. It's already here, but it's coming in a greater way.
Another billionaire? How did he make his money? Paraffin? Castor oil? Whalebone corsets for the woman who dares?
Actually, cryptocurrency. This new currency has made Professor Frank the richest man in Springfield.
Wait.
By now you probably asking, what in the world is crypto?
Crypto is digital currency, and it's changing the way we exchange value with each other. Unlike cash, crypto isn't controlled by central banks, and since the monetary value of crypto moves up and down quickly, it's always keeping people on their toes.
Alright, so let me tell y'all what it is and what it ain't. What it is digital assets are coming. This is the biggest shift in generational wealth, and it's happening right now. Please don't be one of those people that miss it. Don't miss it because you'd rather sit here and watch celebrity gossip and celebrity drama and just be in tune to a bunch of crap that does not make you money.
And she ain't never lying. Think back to 9/11. Man, people got richer in 9/11 and people got poor. They wanted us distracted with the war and everything that was going on. Our money problems and how everything was changing. But at the same time, it was people getting rich off of that. The people that knew how to use the information.
Like, wake up. Things are changing. Technology is evolving. We are going through digital assets. Blockchain is not going anywhere. You better get you some precious metals and you better get into crypto. Point blank, period. Everybody want to know what to do. What do I need to do? Let me tell you what it is. You need to download Coinbase. You need to download Uphold. And you need to buy ISO 222 compliant tokens. It's 7 of them. I could give them to you, but y'all need to go read. You know what I'm saying? But y'all should know them by now. And somebody's going to comment below and give it to you anyway. But I tell you what, you better get you some XRP and some XLM. I'll give those away. You better get you some. But what I'm getting ready to show you is Rosie Rios. If you go look at the cash that y'all love so much and go look at the signature on there, Rosie Rios signs all the money. Rosie Rios recently just signed the last $100 bill. Why? Because they ain't printing no more money. Because everything going digital. That's why. Technology is coming. They want instant payment settlement times. They want distributed ledger technology. And that's where we're going. The banks is ready. March 20th, ISO 222 goes live. Either you going to be on board or you not. Either you are positioned or you're not. You're either going to be a consumer or an investor. And I'm going to play a little clip, and I'm going to let Rosie tell you that the shift in generational wealth is now. Honestly, she said the train already left the station. So really, you're late.
Today by the 43rd Treasury of the United States, Rosie Rios, to discuss just that. Rosie, welcome.
What he was saying was there's the biggest wealth transfer in history happening right now.
Thank you. So Rosie, when you think about the intergenerational wealth transfer that's going to go on, what do you think about?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And if you're only thinking about it now, you're behind the 8 ball. The train has left the station. I keep saying that, and it's absolutely true, especially when it comes to this topic. So what people need we about intergenerational wealth is it's already happening, right? So we're talking about so the boomers, which is my generation, we have the most discretionary income.
Need I say no more?
Great wealth transfer, huh?
There's something coming up where all currencies could have a crisis at the same time. Therefore, this is going to be the greatest transfer of wealth in history. So if it's the greatest wealth transfer in history, it is therefore the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind. This time it's global. This time if the world's reserve currency has a problem, people around the world, I believe, are going to look at their currencies and go, oh my God, these are just pieces of paper with numbers on them too. And they're going to get rid of them and all try and buy gold at once. And I think you're going to see, this thing is going nuclear. It's going to be big. And it's going to be really bad for most people. So the wealth transfer is going to be on the order of like 1,000 people to 1. Think about how many people in your city have all their wealth tied up in gold and silver, and the percentage is not even 1/1000th% yet. But that's going to change. It's going to change rather rapidly.
Do you think Wall Street wants any of us to know about the fact that we are changing from an old financial system to a new one? We are moving from the SWIFT banking system to the ISO system. Why? Because right now, banks cannot talk to one another. They are inoperable. Now, how archaic does that sound to you when we're sitting here talking about AI and robots, but the banks can't even talk to one another? So we're due for a banking update. How is the transfer going to happen and to whom? The largest transfer of wealth is going to happen when we move from the old system to the new system. What does that mean? All global assets, currency, real estate, stocks, etc., mutual funds, they will all be living on the blockchain. That is the new technology, the blockchain, the digital ledger. When we move from the old system to the new system, boom, anybody who's already on the new system, the technology is already here. If you are invested in the new system, in real world assets that provide real world solve for people, you will be the benefactor of this transfer.
Are y'all seeing it? Y'all better get y'all some crypto, man. Them ISO 22 tokens old girl was talking about. Some Ethereum, Bitcoin, or something, man. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just saying.
And it can be anyone. You do not need thousands of dollars. We have people in the crypto educational community that I'm in who have started with a few $100s of investment. You do not need to be a millionaire. You need to set yourself up right now for success. And I have been getting on here as calmly as possible to try to actually bring this knowledge to people because, again, do you think that anybody in the mass media, big banks, big consulting firms, big accounting firms, all of the other individuals with all the money in this world, you think they want you to know about this? You think they want you to know that you could invest money that could 1000x for you? This is not financial advice. This is not a promise. It is to say, if you start investing in yourself by learning how to custody your money on the blockchains so you can make money like the bank. I am not hyperbolizing. This is the first time this has ever been possible due to the blockchain and smart contracts, which the smart contracts are what allow you to custody your money. The FOMOing, it's going to, I can't even imagine how it's going to be. It's going to be wild.
I'm going to give you facts, figures, numbers, logic, and I'm going to break everything down based on my logical circuit. So number one, we are just days away from 1 year after the end of the Shemitah. I highly recommend you dive into it. It's biblical. It's about agriculture, but it's used in the financial sector. About every 7 years, we have the Shemitah, and 1 year after the Shemitah, there's a massive market pullback. So now here we are on August 17th or August 18th today? August 18th, 2023. The BRICS countries are meeting on August 22nd, 2023. America got downgraded 2 weeks ago from AAA to AA+. 10 regional banks got downgraded in their credit rating. Russia this week had to make a drastic move and jack up their interest rates because the ruble was collapsing. The number of companies filed for bankruptcy on the S&P is skyrocketing. And now China banks next week are preparing to announce their results, which could cause another market pullback. And yesterday, in the New York courts, Evergrande, one of the largest real estate companies in China, just filed for bankruptcy. So as you look up at the sky at aliens and you're worried about Jamie Foxx being cloned, there's a massive change in your financial system.
See what they didn't tell you. When they was cutting out them stimulus checks, it was because nobody wanted our money. And we were so much in debt that our money became worthless. They couldn't stop printing. They had to find a way to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, they wanted you distracted enough to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. We'll probably never have a chance like this ever again. Our kids might not either. It's just how big it is. This right here is a chance to make wealth that will last for generations. You don't have to have a lot of money to do it. You just have to have the information and get in position to do so.
So what I've done, I don't know if this will work for you, but I've done the opposite of the 99% for the past 4 years, and it's radically transformed my life. I've prepared my warriors for this moment in time of this pullback. We've stayed very, very calm. So when we see dips like this, and the crypto market yesterday on August 17, 2023 had a bunch of liquidity pulled from it, we actually smile. Not because people's portfolios are getting hurt, because we understand human behavior and how this works. Warren Buffett says, buy when there's blood in the streets. When everything starts to collapse, we prepared and waited for this moment to buy. And we will continue to accumulate through this massive dip into 2024, and then there'll be a Bitcoin halving. And I believe, don't quote me on this, April 22nd, 2024 will be the Bitcoin halving. And it's not emotional. It follows the same cycle. It doesn't care about your emotions. And what'll happen is about 2 months to 90 days, you'll see a parabolic move in Bitcoin. I guarantee you that this dump is strategic. It's planned out. And large corporations that told you it was a fraud are going to be buying this dip all the way to 2024. Now, I'm not a technical analysis person. I'm just telling you big macroeconomic cycles and Ray Dalio's changing world order, the Shemitah, and human behavior. I don't play the charts. I watch emotions. There's only 3 things you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions on how you react. So they know that you're going to react, you're going to panic sell, and you're going to dump the market. And they're non-emotional and they're ruthless, and they're going to buy your crypto on the way down. So after we accumulate from this moment until 2024, when it starts going parabolic, and that money starts to flood into alternative coins, everything but Bitcoin, all the coins you've been holding, we are exiting as you're coming in. So when the public, your drunk uncle who told you crypto's a fraud, who now flips on you, and your financial advisor who flips on you, and your tax accountant who flips on you, and your bank that flips on you and tells you cryptocurrency is the best thing since sliced bread, and they realize it's the infrastructure of the new financial system, they're all going to come rushing in trying to get rich quick, but you're an intelligent investor and you're getting wealthy for sure. And what we do is we're going to be pulling on the way up as everybody else comes in. When we pull, for me personally, and it's very important how you structure it, there's a lot of different questions around this, and I'm going to give you the overarching concept. Basically, I'm going to be using tax code 7702. I am using tax code 7702. I'm a licensed insurance agent. People call it the infinity banking concept. I'll be taking my money and securing into insurance. I'll also be getting equity in more companies. I'll be getting more precious metals, and I will be heading into real estate for tax liabilities. So with insurance, you're securing your wealth. You're compounding your wealth, and you have the potential to become your own bank by lending against yourself. Now, there's many different ways you have to structure these things. You can't just dump a big lump sum in there because it has to do with the premium and the death benefit. But there's so many different ways and so many different options. With insurance, you can get tax-free retirement. There's a reason why they don't teach you this stuff at the bank.
We live in two worlds. We live in the developed world and the developing world. In the developing world, they're unbanked. Despite the fact that they're just as smart as us, they work harder than we do, and they're just as human as you and me, they are shafted because their systems are terrible. Capital controls and corrupt governments and no real good banking infrastructure, no good risk management infrastructure, and so forth. So they can't build wealth of no fault of their own. They lost the geographic lottery. Why don't we just give them a new system? Talk about DeFi. It's going to be the farmer in Ethiopia that's trying to get a fertilizer voucher and can actually, if he gets it, afford to repay you, but it's an open protocol. So as we do that, everybody else gets to use the protocol for their own use and utility. And what's so cool is you can have a merging of two worlds. Money is a great example of that. You have private money or public money. Both of these have screwed the pooch. Last year, we printed $6 trillion out of thin air, and they have the audacity to say, I still have to pay taxes. Why? Maybe it's better to have a third option. And that's what Bitcoin basically did. It said, this is a deflationary money system. It's like digital gold. It's not run by a government. It's not run by a bank. It's something new.
So what's up? What you gonna do? Are you gonna take advantage of one of the biggest opportunities of your life? Or are you gonna sit on the sidelines while everybody else do? I know one thing. Change is coming. And it waits for nobody.
I can't make up this shit. You can still be legit and still be the shit. And get your family out the hood away from all this shit. Last shootout they had, mama thought she was hit.
Help spread the word. Like, share, and subscribe.